Alright guys, let's get started. 21st of November, it's almost the end of the month now, we're approaching the end of the month, and the market is still in big turmoil. Bitcoin lost around 3% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum actually lost way more. Right now it is a bit recovering, we see only 3.56%, but at some point Ethereum was down 7%. And then the rest of the market is also doing pretty much the same. Of course, Bitcoin is driving the market, but right now it seems that Ethereum is at much more pressure than Bitcoin, because as we know, FTX exchange got hacked, supposedly hacked, just over a week ago, and since then the hacker has been sitting on more than $250 million worth of Ethereum, which they are now starting to dump on the market, and this is now the big news of the day. Everyone is talking about it. I mean, many people are posting much more details on Twitter. Peter Young is one of them. He is talking about this hack and even including screenshots from conversations on Telegram and everything. Of course, many people are speculating that this was not really a hack, this was actually an insider job. We saw the same thing happen with Gox as it got hacked, during its collapse and everything. So this is something that actually has been happening in the past, and we are seeing it again playing out right now in real time. We already saw more than 50,000 Ether being dumped on the market, bringing the price of Ether below 1,100 very briefly. Right now we are back above 1,122 as we speak, but there is a lot of dumping happening right now. There's still 200,000 Ether sitting waiting to get sold. So, and this is according to these screenshots that I'm showing you here from Twitter users talking about this, including screenshots showing wallets and the activity and everything. So definitely the market is in big turmoil right now because Ethereum is seeing a lot of selling pressure. And with this selling pressure, Ethereum's price is bound to dump even more. I mean, we printed this bearish pattern here, this bearish triangle, which was already indicating that we are about to drop. The drop is already occurring. Typically, this is what I'm expecting from a pattern like this. I'm expecting that we will go to the 1,000, test the support at 1,000. Most likely it's going to hold us because this is quite a strong support. Actually, we do have a support at 1,089 and another support at 1,027. At least the second support is going to hold us in the short term. However, we are still in a downtrend, meaning that we will continue the drops, and sooner or later we could actually drop below the 1,000 again, and this time we have a support at 942. This support to me looks most likely to be challenged over the next couple of months before we actually start the correction and the recovery of this market. We are still in a strong downtrend, so we will continue the downtrend, unfortunately, at least until the beginning of next year. And January is not a very good month typically for crypto, so I'm expecting that we're not going to see a proper recovery at least until February. We'll see how it goes. Bitcoin is performing much better in this drop right now, and Ethereum versus Bitcoin is actually going to some very appealing levels in my opinion. For the first time in a while we are dropping to around 0.07. It's a level that we challenged back in October, but very briefly, and right now we are dropping again to this level. I mean, most recently we were going as high as 0.080. Definitely below 0.07. This is a very appealing level for me for accumulating Ethereum, because at some point Ethereum is going to pump again in terms of Bitcoin value. It will go to the 0.80 at some point, and of course my goal is to grow my Bitcoin. So if I know that Ethereum is going to be outperforming Bitcoin later in time, I'm accumulating it as it drops to these low levels. If we go to the 0.066, which is a level that we have revisited, we did that back in the summer, this will be a very good level, guys. And of course, if you're holding Bitcoin and if you want to grow it, the easiest thing is to actually swap some of that Bitcoin for Ether during these low levels, and then wait for Ether to go back up against Bitcoin, and you can swap it back into Bitcoin, thus growing your Bitcoin. Really, that's what it is. Of course, if you care for fiat value, and right now most of the people are looking at fiat and not really at Bitcoin, and they're looking for opportunities to actually scoop more crypto with the fiat that they're holding, maybe stable coins or whatever it is, then of course we're going to wait for Ether to drop to around 1,000 and even below the 1,000 range, which I'm expecting will happen over the coming few weeks. There's still plenty of Ether that needs to be sold from that supposed hack of FTX, which everyone knows was an inside job. So definitely there will be more pressure on the price of Ether. It's not only Ether actually, it's also the stablecoin DAI and BNB, which are also suffering from this hack. And Bitcoin, in fact, is actually taking advantage of it because they're swapping a lot of this Ether into Bitcoin. This is why Bitcoin was outperforming Ethereum right now, and Ether was down 7% at some point when Bitcoin was only down 2% on the daily in the last 24 hours. So definitely this is happening, and there's still more than 200,000 Ether that need to be sold, that will probably get sold, because at the moment so far I'm not really seeing any actions to stop this from happening. Of course, FTX pretends that they're appealing for other exchanges to step in and help them and everything, but I'm pretty sure that this is just something they're saying to make themselves look better. And in fact, the REN protocol has been used heavily by this hacker to swap most of these Ether tokens, and they have been approached and asked to step in and do something about it, but so far they're not really doing anything about it. So we'll see if the REN protocol developers are actually going to be able to stop this from happening. 200,000 Ethereum are reported to be left to sell, so we'll see if they're going to sell all of these or maybe just some of these, but definitely the first 50,000 Ether that was sold over the last few hours managed to crash its price below the 1100 region. So if this selling continues, if this dump continues, we're going to look at Ethereum below $1,000 very soon. And with Bitcoin, we are also testing crucial support levels right now. If you remember, in my previous analysis, I was showing you this chart, I was showing you this pattern that Bitcoin was printing. This is what I was charting in my previous analysis a few days ago. And I was saying how this pattern usually breaks on the downside. It is a bearish pattern. If you already have my free ebook, you already know that. If you don't, the link is in the description below. It's a free ebook PDF, the most commonly used patterns. This here, this triangle is a bearish one because it's actually a continuation pattern. It comes on a downtrend, it forms, and then we drop. We usually break down from this triangle, and that's exactly what happened today. So this is on the 4-hour chart, so it is a shorter time frame, but as you see, we actually broke and we are now testing a support level. Now this support at 15,900 actually was holding us. We managed to break just with a small wick here. We managed to break below it, but it was just a retest, and for the moment this is the level that is holding us. However, with the bearish sentiment continuing and not much of a buyer's appetite for Bitcoin right now, besides the hackers who are trying to swap their Ether for Bitcoin, but pretty much all of the retail investors being really scared right now, in deep fear. So I'm not really expecting them to step in and see some really huge buy volumes. Therefore, I'm expecting a continuation of this drop, taking us to the mid 15,000 range, and as we go there, we are most likely going to be bouncing. We might even just bounce from where we are, because we do have quite an oversold stochastic RSI that is indicating a bounce on the upside, but this is in the short term. Remember, this is the 4-hour chart. So in the short term, a small bounce. The markets are bearish, so I don't really expect the bounce to be big. I think that we are going to come into the mid 16,000 region again, from where we're going to get rejected, and we're going to continuing dropping to the 15,000 again. So for the moment, I'm actually just scalping on Bitcoin. I'm doing these kind of short-term trades, mainly Bitcoin and some Ethereum as well. And if you want to do that, Bitget is the place to do it, because they have 0% fee, trading fees on spot trading on all pairs. 0%. You're not paying any fees for the trading. And they also have these contests that they're running right now. They are the official sponsor of the Football World Cup, which everyone is talking about right now. It just started. And they're actually sponsors of Messi directly, the world's best football player. So definitely this is quite a big deal right now. A lot of other YouTubers you will see are talking about Bitget. It's not only the 0% fees that you are paying, it's also the fact that you can earn more than $4,000 in welcome bonuses and other contests, prizes and everything. You can see actually this contest price here that is on the screen, up to 100 Bitcoin. And you can team up with other traders, even if you don't know them, you can actually form teams. And you know, in terms of volume of trading, if you have a high volume, then you could be one of the winning teams. You will see all of the details about this on their website. Make sure that you go and you check it out, and make sure that you use my link, my invite link, in order to sign up for this exchange. They also have futures trading. It's not only spot trading, but on spot trading it's zero fee, which is what I really like. And I know that with the FTX controversy, you might be afraid of using many of the exchanges in case there's more trouble on the way, but with Bitget there is way more transparency in their protection fund. They released several articles and links where you can see how their funds are handled, and they already launched $200 million protection fund to build confidence. Also, they launched a $5 million builders fund to help their partners and traders affected by the FTX event. So definitely Bitget is the place to be right now. Make sure that you get my invite link from the description below. Also, I'm starting a giveaway. This is Keystone, one of the top hardware wallet devices. If you haven't yet got a hardware wallet, or if you only have one, I have 5, make sure that you spread your coins across several devices, not just in one place, because anything can happen in this world. And of course, if you are doing long-term holding, if you're an investor and you're going to be holding Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies for more than a couple of months, then you really want to be holding them in a safe storage, in a sturdy device like this one. So these are one of our partners as well, Keystone, and not only they're running a Black Friday sale, for which, by the way, I have a 35% discount. This is more than the discount you will get directly on their website. So make sure that you grab my link for Keystone and get that device with the discount. But also, I will be running a contest, a giveaway very soon. Make sure that you start leaving comments on each of my videos from now on, because very soon I will be announcing the terms of this giveaway. And one of the terms will be that you have to be a subscriber, of course, and you have to like and comment on each of my videos from now all the way until we pick the winner. The winner will be picked by random, and I will be announcing this on my Twitter as well. So make sure that you follow me on Twitter at BusyGeorgie. You will actually see it in that corner up there. Right, well, this is everything from me, guys. This is where I'm going to leave you. Hopefully this is helping you. Make sure that you check out all of the links in the description below, where I drop the links to all of the crypto services that I'm personally using and that I recommend to you. And also make sure that you're not doing over trading, because that's one of the mistakes that many people are doing right now. We do see some decent volatility on the market, and many people are trying to over trade, which is never a good idea. Just identify the support and resistance levels and trade between the support and resistance levels, because right now this is really what we are doing. So trade safely, make sure that you're not overdoing it, and also while you're here, just pick another one of my videos, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.